Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. All right, so last week I promised that I would give you a rundown. You know, I sometimes do game reviews, I guess. I'm not really gonna ever do a gaming review in a serious sense, but in these contexts where you get to listen to me ramble in my intros, if I finish a game, I don't know, it's on my mind, so I'm going to talk about it. And I recently finished The Sinking City. It's the game that I picked up because the developer finally wrangled control of the game back from the publisher. It was a whole fiasco, but anyway, I had been following that for a while and kind of wanted to support the dev. So as soon as the developer got control back, I opted to purchase it and try it out. And they, of course, they did a big sale at the same time, etc., etc. And the game is fine, I think is the way I would describe it. It's got a little bit of jank. They've definitely fixed a lot of it over the years. I've seen some videos now from some original releases, and there's some really jank nonsense, like people clipping through floors and people clipping through objects and objects floating in the air where they should be getting held, things like that. A lot of that has been fixed by now. There's only a couple instances I could think of, but in general, I found that no spoilers for those of you who might consider playing it. I'm going to avoid telling you any important stuff, but there are some entities within the game. It's obviously, this is no spoiler. It is based on the Lovecraftian Cthulhu mythos, and this is something of a my favorite fandom personally. It's the lore that I like the most. I like it even more than the Lord of the Rings lore. I find Tolkien-esque fantasy to be exquisite, and I've read the Silmarillion and I'm a huge fan of it. Wolfhound of the Valar, let's go. Big shout out. But that's actually my number two. My number one has always been and will certainly always be the Cthulhu mythos. I just absolutely love it. And so I was, of course, very interested in this game. The thing is obviously the mythos is open to interpretation. I think that a lot of people sometimes forget that quote unquote canon is not necessarily canon. It's not quite like Lord of the Rings. It is adapted and evolved over time. It is quote unquote belonged to a large number of people. Whereas something like Tolkien-esque fantasy is very Tolkien-esque in the sense that anything beyond that doesn't even really get attributed to the Lord of the Rings. It's a completely different thing, whereas everything in the Cthulhu mythos tends to absorb other stuff. But there's some entities that are very popular that I think get misused in the game. They have motives that their characters, the entities would not have, given how they have been historically portrayed. So I found that was a little bit disappointing. I think there were other candidates that they could have chosen that would have been better fits for what they wanted to do, but I think they were really just kind of wanting to tell a story with the most popular ones, and as a result made some calls that I was like, I don't know. As someone who's really deep into that lore and can talk about specific short stories and things like that, I was just a little disappointed in that respect. It's still fine otherwise, but yeah, there's also some elements of the game that are really kind of just bizarre. Unsurprisingly, Sinking City, you go diving underwater. They could have just removed all those diving segments and the game would have just been much better. They're slow, they're boring, they're not challenging, there's nothing interesting about them. They don't tell the story at all. They're just pointless time wasters, frankly. And they could have directed that work towards literally anything else to improve the game and it would have been better off. So that was a bit of a bummer. Every single time one of those came up, I just kind of snoozed my way through it and auto ran for a while reading Reddit on the side or something like that. So, a little bit less than ideal, we would say. What else? Anything else? I think I would give the game probably like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. It's fine. If you enjoy that kind of mythos a lot and the combat's wonky as well, just kind of a little bit confusing and befuddled, and enemies just like spawn and despawn in weird ways, and the enemies are kind of the enemies feel like non sequiturs compared to what the story is. Like the story's telling one thing, and then there's a bunch of random things running around, and you're like, all right, well, how does this all tie together? You know, you think about something like Halo, where you've got the Flood or the Covenant. You know, they're integrated into the story. They're relevant. You encounter them, and it makes sense to encounter them. This is just like, all right, well, you're doing some Cthulhu mythos stuff, and then also here's some random monster stuff. Okay, cool. Here you go. And it's there. None of it makes any sense. None of it ties into the story. They're not part of cults or whatever. Some of them are, a very small number, but anyway, yeah, I'd put it at like a 6 to a 7 out of 10. So would recommend if you're interested in that kind of lore and just like storytelling and world building a little bit, but probably not if you're looking for a good combat time, if you're very action oriented as a player. So yeah, there's my review. I played that and I finished it recently. So anyway, let's play Monster Train. That's enough of me rambling about whatever the heck I'm talking about. Our previous run was with this guy right here, Mr. Hornbreaker Prince. It was a bit of an interesting run. I think we ended up with a Horned Warrior infused into the Rail Beater. We missed a multi-strike because I purchased a -1 in a previous shop. Could I have planned around this? Yes. But I still think I don't think I would have, because hindsight's easy to have, right? You can look back and say, wow, you should have done something different. But you only know so much information at the time, and I will almost always prioritize the 100% value I get right now compared to the 25% value I might get later, you know? So I ended up spending 25 gold on a purchase for a -1, and it ended up being the 25 gold difference that would have let me get a multi-strike later. Sometimes you do hit like that, and I could have gotten the high roll, but I did not. So we had a little bit more of a struggle. There was a really scary Crystal Cloak combat that was only a few bad draws away from losing. Probably the closest I've been to a loss on this series in a while, maybe like 30 episodes or so. The run itself was smooth otherwise. We had the line that wins no matter what. We had a Fledgling Imp, Endless Burnout 1 with a Stealth Tomb infused into it. Very solid defensive and offensive line. We had a lot of other factors. -1 Wicklash held over, so we had Burnout going. There was some Fade's First Blade. I almost called it Firelight's First Blade. Same idea. I mean, you would have gotten the idea there, but some other relics that were playing into it. Eventually, we saw Queen's Tail. Things, eventually got really strong, and we were very secure. There was a -2 spell chain last stand that allowed us to pop off as well and really ratchet things up to 11 when we were ready to do so. But kind of an interesting run, but we take the win. It is what it is. Get the victory, right? And now we move on to Sentient. Sure, why not? Sounds good. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get in on this. Let's do what we gotta do. Incredible. Play some Monster Train. Wow, what a start. Oh, buddy, all right. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing all right. I'm already feeling my voice begin to give a little bit. You know, you record for something like 4 hours straight, and it definitely wears down on you. I'm trying to catch up on my recordings. I might have to take a break after this one instead of recording another, but we'll see. So, we will see. Anyway, today we are default Awoken Exile melting. That gives us primitive molds, which is a lot of fun. We're facing Dazed Talos, Spellshield Arcus, and Patient Seraph. Our starting cards are excellent. We have Razor Sharp Edge, Draff, and Pyregrow. Draff with primitive molds is awesome. Razor Sharp Edge is excellent scaling. I mean, we're basically shown multi-strike and offense scaling in the opener with Pyregrow, which is not bad. It's Ember solution, right? So I can take draw and it solves the Ember problem as well. Pretty cool. I'm good with that. Let's see, temples today are 2, 5, 6, 7. So 4 temples, not too terrible, but nothing amazing. Dupe on 8 is on steel side, nothing special. Another dupe with Horde and Cave on 7, pretty good. Competes with a fairly weak steel shop, no magic shop to be seen. Trinket shop with Vortex on 6, no money. Competes with an okay magic shop, it's at least got a cave. No steel in sight. That 6 and 7 is not great. You've got kind of weird situations here. If I have a lot of money walking into 6, maybe the Trinket shop, but we'll see. Steel Shop with Money and Caverns on 5, competing with a good Magic Shop that has a Vortex and a Horde. This is a very solid floor in general. We'll get a lot of value no matter which way we go. Is that what I think it is? Yeah. There's our third dupe on ring 4 with health and money. Not great. Competes with a, very good Steel Shop that's got Vortex and a Remnant Banner. Early game, we're looking at Remnant Banner on Steel side on 2, Awoken Banner on Magic side on 2. I could see both ways. We have a good holdover target already. Obviously, a Remnant Banner could benefit from the draft infusion, so there's that as well. We do get an Awoken Banner on ring 3, though, with a Magic Shop, so potentially we go Steel then Magic, the way I'm thinking about it, then Steel on 4, probably. We'll see. Anyway, here I go clicking and opening Waxer Snuffer again. Rationing Scales is very strong with a Sentient Opener, no matter what you get, but Waxer Snuffer is impossible to skip. We see a single tomb and this becomes a relevant part of our run, for sure. Bristling Explosive. Bristling it is, I mean it's fine. Spikes? I don't want Explosive, absolutely not. Now with Spikes we have Backline Reach. I think I can get away with this Horde, so we'll click it. It's going to be Root Split Mask here. We have the Drop Cage and Volatile Gauge both shown. Yeah, it's Root Split Mask for sure. A much better relic overall. Happy to have it. Gives you an extra round to clear stuff. Take the draft. The Armor Emblem draft is tough here. But if we get the real scary guy... Yeah, we'll play downstairs on this one. I'm hoping... Yeah, draft is good. I want draft so it can be reformed. Drawing 2 of our things here, not ideal. This is important, though. Keep in mind, part of the reason I could take this trial and that Horde was because a 9x2 attacking into Sentient does get wrecked like this. The most important other piece of this, though, is that I can Elevator Sentient pretty confidently, and I do think that's important. We'll play the draft up top. He does swing and do a good job on this. We're going to heal downstairs. I should actually Primitive Mold here, priority 1, and we'll put the draft down. Razor Sharp could be cool on this next turn. I don't think I need the Pyrogrow here. No, I don't believe so. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and play 1 Razor Sharp offensively to kill the guy behind the boss. And upstairs, I'm going to click the Primitive Mold. We bring back the draft up top. 10 health. I'll put him in front. Give him the Razor Sharp here. And he, I think, kills 2 guys. Good. And then the Awoken Root Split Mask does good work. Interesting. I think it's Train Steward in front here. What am I looking at? 114, 6 hits, 36 damage is what's going to come. So I live if Chains walks entirely, as long as I get rid of his 1 lifesteal, and I will. So we need to respect up top. Train Steward, and then I let this guy walk. We get rid of the Weight of Contrition. I'm hoping that I can redraw into a Primitive Mold here. Give me something good. One of my drafts. Or don't. Got it. Razor Sharp Edge in back, I think, is the most useful thing I can do here. It's not great, I'll admit. But we're alive at 1 health. Hey, Sentient, right? That's Sentient, baby. Okay, Glimmer. We're going to click the Glimmer because it does a lot of good work here. 1 health, it's very important. You know that I'm planning that this is good. Give me this Entombed Explosive. I have the Waxer Snuffer. Gosh, give me this Paraffin Enforcer. I have a draft. Woof. We're looking rough here, I'm not going to lie. 1 health is a bad way to walk out of that. Paraffin Enforcer is very powerful, let me be clear. Lady of the House is probably the much safer choice here, if I'm being honest. Razor Sharps are pretty good offensive scaling. I could maybe get away with just Razor Sharps, like -1 spell chained, with the draft infusion onto the ladies. and then make enough copies of this, and that would be solid. It's possible. Paraffin Enforcer is much tougher to keep afloat. I have no burnout extenders right now. I could, of course, draft one, but we're looking a little tight. You could, of course, also go Paraffin Enforcer into the draft, which is an awesome option, but that's risky. I think it's Lady of the House here, and it's not even close, because I have the offensive scaling otherwise. And with that, I'm going to go to the magic shop here, interestingly enough. Awoken Banner, it doesn't matter. Steel Singer. Steel Singer is definitely doable here. But I think it's wrong, and I don't need to tell you why. We're going to skip him. Yes. Husk Hermit. No, I'm going to skip this too. You could have Husk Hermited into a Paraffin Enforcer, for the record. I'm going to go ahead and -1 a Razor Sharp here. And I'm going to +10 a Restore. And we're going to look in this temple. -2 Tenon Piercing. I'm going to do the Draft Infusion here because I think this improves the state of my next floor a lot. -2 is tempting, especially walking into an X5. Tenon Piercing, Glimmer, pretty decent. We'll be waiting a while otherwise. I think we will take the Tenon Piercing here, but not the -2. 50 shards walking into this combat with, 1 pyre health is dicey. A great example of when... We're fine. Of when the... What is it called? The relic difference. The rationing scales would have been sick. Okay. We're okay. We're playing this on top floor here. Got it. We bomb middle floor to kill the big scary thing. It's cool. I would like very much to draw cards, so no Pyre Grow on this one. I want to leave the bomb as the only major thing in the floor. Yes. Yeah, Primitive Mold back. Amazing. That kills the guy in front. We easily kill upstairs. Otherwise, I think the play here is to heal upstairs instead of going for burnout on this one. Yes. Alright, we reform back the bomb. Looking fine. A lot of damage dealt. Good, good. We'll take the heal, of course. I'm going to stop some of this damage downstairs with an offensive Razor Sharp. Yep. Just got to make sure I don't lose. No matter who I reform, it's good. Bomb, excellent news. Wonderful. And then... we're guaranteed to win if I Razor Sharp Sentient. We'll do it. Got it. Perfect. Cool. Now, no matter what I draw, I win this combat. Great work. Go team. Cool. Look at that. Easy. Pyre health. Game is free. Absolutely simple. Click the Wildwood Sap, please. Thank you. Valuable. We do get our burnout extenders. It was bound to happen. We're going to take the Hallow Drippings here. I think it's easy to underestimate how nice it is that Lady of the House just walks in with this 4 burnout. Pretty cool. We're going to go to the right. Ooh, buddy, am I going to gamble on this? Look at a magic shop. Yeah, you bet your britches I am. 100%. Animus of Speed, Husk Hermit. We're fine, right? I have no fear. None whatsoever. -1 goes in the other Razor Sharp here. 20 consume. I will 20 consume or restore. Thank you very much. Remove consume. No thanks. Double stack. I don't think so. Bummer. Alright, we're going to go ahead and walk in on this. I could -1 the Glimmer in case of an X5, but frankly, if I see that, I think the right play is to just X1 the Lady at this point. Yeah, I think that's fair. Abandoned Stave. Abandoned Stave is pretty good. It does negate the need for Pyrogrow, but I think I would rather take a... Yeah, I'd rather take the Abandoned Stave than the... have to sit on 3 curses for a while. And I'm going to go ahead and take the -1 here. We'll put it into... something. I could 20 consume another restore, potentially. That's actually probably correct. We'll do that. It's -1 feels bad to waste. I guess I'll put it in the restore I upgrade with a +10 already. We'll at least upgrade stuff. And I'm not going to take money. I at least get 50 gold from this combat. We move on. So, this Talos is a bit spicy. But I think we're going to be okay. We have conduits we have to answer here. I wonder if it's better. Man, I do want to wait until these clergy go higher and kill themselves. So there's that. I think I'm going to go with... I could just plug 70 into the boss here. That's pretty decent, right? It's true. 66, sure. I can elevator a lot of this, I think, and be okay. We blast downstairs. I have to play the Vengeful Shard, or it's hilarious how bad I lose. So that's fun. I'll play the draft, clear this out, all good. Keep that consume in, it's fine. Play all of the cards. Let's see, what else is in here? Draft, I kind of want to leave this guy out now, right? Yeah, we kill in middle, that's good. I get the bomb downstairs, that's good. Cool, I get the draft. I'll restore up top. I do like this draft getting a razor sharp up top. That's pretty good, in my opinion. I'll take it. I get some deaths in this floor, a lot of things passing away. But I have the Awoken's Root Split Mask here, so I'm not at risk, really. We get Lady Elevatored up top now. This will clear the floor for sure. We'll play the Razor Sharp up top. I bomb downstairs, which is good. Restore, fine. Sure. I think we have this. As long as I draw some stuff here that solves my problems. Like the bomb does huge work. You play Razor, Wildwood Sap and stuff. I am going to airdrop in the Hallow Drippings here. We're doing a lot of damage, so I'm not that afraid. And most importantly, the... what is it called? The bomb has already pulled away like 140 off of her, so... I think we are cruising. Yeah, look at that. Game is actually super simple. Unbelievable. Cool. 1 health is plenty. Yeah, I had every confidence with the way we played this. This would look a lot scarier. I'd be taking a lot fewer risks if I had the Paraffin Enforcer opener. Click on Wax and Spike. Yes, 100%. Hollows. I don't think it's hollow angle. Hollow o'clock. You could do hollow in front of a lady. That just seems kind of bad. I'm going to skip that, yeah. My eventual plan is to make 3 of these ladies and play them on top floor while I just reform Sentient and the bombs on lower floors. I think card draw is great. I have Abandoned Stave, so I'll take that. I'll take Space next, I'm pretty sure. We go to the steel shop. I have enough money to buy some things. Cool. Endless. Endless Bomb is very good. Being real with you here, Endless Bomb is excellent. I'll pick up the Horde. Bloating Fungus? It's not bad. It's actually pretty good with the Wildwood Sap. Sure. Seems okay. We will go in on Spike's Sentient. She is a sacrificial lamb, and that's okay. Whoa! Bounty Stalker Draft, Endless in the shop. I mean... Yeah, okay. Wow, alright. Monster Train. Sure. Sure, Monster Train, sure. That's Not what anyone expected. That will slow me down on this combat, makes it a little scary. I actually think it's better to give them multi-strike because we will we'll use Sentient to kill pretty much everything here, which is great. Thank you, Sentient. Very neat. We just play on bottom floor for this one. Whole floor kind of falls apart pretty quick. I can actually do a bomb here, and that's pretty neat as well. Saves her some health. Cool. Good. We're going to go ahead and do Bounty Stalker here. Now, he is going to be a little difficult to get killed. That's for sure. He doesn't scale very well here. But I need to survive this particular combat is the thing. Let's put this Giraffe in play, actually. I want him to die. Cool. Now, we won't get any scaling here, pretty much, and that will just kind of have to be okay, I think. Ah, the bomb. Excellent news. Just play it somewhere, and it clears out pretty much everything. Great. Amazing. Multi-strike makes this very clean. Hopefully I can reform the Giraffe here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Then we go Hallowed Drippings. Wait. Wax and Spike first. Then Hallowed Drippings. Now everyone has enough burnout to be fine. Excellent news. Cool. Great work. Alright, we've won this particular combat. Amazing job. What is this reform? Sure. 2 burnout? Why not? Get him out of the pool. We easy clobber on this bottom floor. Yeah, it's like the easiest win of all time. Great job. Cool. We make it through this combat, no concerns whatsoever. Get the multi-strike trial. Hey, Sap Tap, that's free card draw. We take these. All right, we're looking good. I'm feeling good. Engraft is nice. I don't really need it, but, you know, I can give it a plus 30 and it essentially saves me, right? It's a fine card. Replaces itself. This is such a flexible card that if you have any kind of value from it whatsoever, you should grab it. The fact that I can benefit from the healing is actually really important here, so I'll take it. You could take Focus Growth here instead, though, admittedly. It's coming up. Steel Shops, it's looking like. It's going to be Steals because I desperately need to look for, like, a multi-strike or something. But Magic Shops are pretty open. Probably a Magic Shop on ring 6, if I'm being real. It makes Focus Growth pretty decent. I have a lot of... Oh, man, it's actually really good with Abandoned Stave. We'll take the Focus Growth. Yeah, that's better. Fatal Melting, you want a quad Remnant Host. I don't really feel like there's value in that. If this Entombed Explosive ends up just being I reform this guy periodically and he goes crazy, that's actually just fine. I'm going to skip this. I do not need the Mortal Entrapment here. Bounty Stalker very well can carry most of this run, and it's not even close, so that's fun. Ooh, -2. We know where that's going. This second draft is now going into Bounty Stalker. This is about to fully pop off. We'll look in the Steel Shop. They give me another multi-strike. I mean... Alright. There's a... This one's for you, Old Man Jim. There's a person on my Discord server who high rolls this exact Bounty Stalker in like 50% of runs, and it's ridiculous. But anyway, here we have it. Behold, in like 2 combats, this thing will win the run for me. I dupe it on ring 8 and the game is over. And now they're going to give me Sunderstone. Okay, they didn't give me Sunderstone. I'll take Railforger's Hammer, though. That's nice. I can now fit some extra stuff back there. Cool. What an easy video game. Unbelievable. Now we just remove garbage, pretty much. And chill. I'll remove the last Train Steward here, and then I will chill. Cool. I am going to take the -2 into the Focus Growth. That just seems right at this point. Although I guess you could put it into the Wax and Spike. That's also pretty cool. It's definitely better to put it in the Focus Growth. If I get a holdover, this is pretty sick, right? Yeah, true. 10 in Piercing number 2. 22 in Piercing Glimmer is honestly not bad. I'm going to click it. It's better than 12. We'll move on. Yeah, 115, we're really pushing shards, but I feel very strong. Ancient Hate, whatever. We're good. Who do I draw first today? Alright, we get them all. Bounty Stalker just murders 3 guys, and then chills. And then burns out. Incredible work, go team. There's very little complexity to add to any of this. We just kind of click cards and cruise. And he goes mad with power. Now, I do sadly have to play him middle to actually catch Collector, but that is super worth it. So, fair enough. Whoa, chill out. I'm trying to grab the Restore. Alright, we're good. Cool. Great. Buddy Boy drops in. Amazing work. We can play the Explosive here and do a majority of the work here. I then can get away with the Glimmer downstairs, killing basically everything there. Incredible. Pew pew pew. Alright. We should have enough guns upstairs to kill, right? Yeah, we do. Amazing. Mid-floor's already gone. We'll play it downstairs then. Reform today is Burnout. We'll play it middle. Basically guarantees the kill on that defender. We'll play the Wildwood Sap, of course. I think I'm going to chill on this and just play the Pyrogrow here. Remember, we also have the, what is it, Root Split Mask. If things ever look dicey, you're fine, right? Great job. We get the lady back. Amazing work. Play the bomb downstairs. I could Burnout extend here, but I'm going to wait on that, actually. Our plan is to Elevator to the best of my ability. I would like very much if Bounty Stalker does not win the combat. Right? That is the goal. I would like him to lose. Yeah, good. Great work. This also with Waxer Snuffer. Whoa, champ. Whoa. I think the Wax and Spike is an important play here. We're good. I don't think there's any way we don't get this kill fast here, but maybe he dies? No. It's fine. Cool, whatever. Just press end turn. Game is easy. Great job. Cool, so at this point, my guy is already a 122/3, which is pretty much enough to clear the mid-game. He's existed for, you know, all of one combat, basically. We'll click Preserved Thorns. I think that's a good addition to the run. Votivary with Waxer Snuffer is positive card draw. Do I have an infinite here? I do, just based on Razor Sharp Edge. What's the payout? Nothing right now, but maybe event. No, the payout is Battle Votivary. No, I'm not doing it. I have Bounty Stalker. You can't make me. I have the payout. The payout is you play these Razor Sharps to draw Votivaries, and you scale Votivary to do 10 million damage, and then you win the run. God, that sounds so bad. That's so bad. Wow. No, you can't make me. You cannot make me do it. We already are crushing. Yeah, we're already crushing. I'm not doing it. I acknowledge that it exists, and I defy you, okay? Be gone, foul demon. You will not do this to me. I don't know, remove, consume, wax, and spike. You can make a real monster floor out of this that way, right? We have a lot of excess ember. Pretty good, actually. I'll do it, sure. That helps. And then, do I wait for a -2? Probably not. I guess I'll look in the temple, see what they have. It's a +30, that's right. Would have been better into the Glimmer, but honestly, I don't care. I'm just going to do a -1 into this. It's not that important. We have plenty of ember. +10. Spin this. If they give me a holdover, it's like... Yeah, I was going to say, if they give you the holdover, you just put it in the focus growth and +1 card draw for the rest of the run, which is fun. But I'll make another restore cheap, I suppose. 20 consume. Alright, sure. Burn one of them. Fair. Remove a card. I really don't need a lot here is the thing, right? I just don't need a lot. We're going to drop a primitive mold, I think. Yeah, that seems good. Cool. Video game. Cavern today says, health. Health is actually great into this Bounty Stalker because it means that he doesn't die on spikes or on wilt wings, which is really good for him. He still burns out in 1. You're going to find out pretty quickly, by the way, that, you know, actually, we already beat Ring 5. I was going to say, this Bounty Stalker's #1 weakness is Crystal Cloak. You really want to have an actual line that does something productive, or you're going to have a bad time, is pretty much the truth. Yo, but isn't Explosive into Votivary sick? It super is. Oh, we could Explosive Votivary Infinite. Suddenly it's looking a lot better. Well, we'll see, alright? We'll see. I don't feel like I particularly need to do this, but I could. I could take shards if I wanted to. Do I want to? Not really. 10 piercing and consume restore. You want to just go hard? Sure. Alright, alright. You've convinced me at least to go hard. There's no reason to hold back here. We have ridiculous high rolls out the wazoo. This guy's got 11 stealth. That's pretty dicey. That's true. I'm going to play mid-floor. Yeah. Seems good. Cool. Bounty Stalker kind of just blows up on everything. Seems good. Play the man. Man kills all. Great news. I'm going to work a little bit on those damage shields up top. Cool. Good job, Bounty Stalker. Very neat. Votivary chillin'. Also cool. I'll start the regen here, right? Yeah, sure. Seems good to me. Get some scaling here. I will Glimmer. There's no reason not to. Sure. Seems good. Good. Cool. Very neat. I'm going to go ahead and click the Waxen Spike on this one, I think. And then play some more regen here. Seems okay. Votivary. Aha! Restore. Razor Sharp. Hallow Drippings. Sting the boss. Nothing else really matters. We hit the boss. Cool. So, the thing you gotta watch out for here is actually this guy, his burnout is going to be a risk, okay? I need to try to get him to connect with my next Waxen Spike play and let him sit upstairs and then reform one of my other things in front. Because we're going to make it through his stealth, but he's going to have 3 rounds walking into mid-floor, which is a lot if we're being honest here, right? Alright, this is the rally downstairs, so we just play the Votivary here, right? And it chills. She explodes, but that's actually cool. What if I just killed her? Cool. In fact, excellent. Now I have it right now. Get her again. She actually does kill this guy downstairs. Amazing news. And then I can just draw a bunch of cards and actually push 50 through. So here's your question. Do I just... I mean, we're already way beyond fast enough. So I think the angle here is we play the Bounty Stalker upstairs and immediately give him this Waxen Spike play, which gives him 4 extra burnout. It's a really good angle, I think. Yes. Cool. I'm good with this. Our whole goal here right now is to bait turns. Yes. I don't think this wins. No, not really a chance that this was going to ever win. The Votivary helps a bit, but this guy gets a lot of rounds here. What I need to do is I need to ensure that we hit 9 card draw. It makes it pretty likely that I see a primitive mold next turn, which I actually think is very important. Wax and Spike upstairs. Okay, he does the damage to win. I just need to... Votavary, I think, helps a bunch, too. Okay, Votavary in. Very important. I mean, I am going to play the primitive molds first. Okay. Not the right one. Okay. Lady drops in. I think Lady guarantees the victory here with Votavary. Right? Yeah, so what we can do is we can play Votavary first, see how this looks. Alright, we have the win here. We don't mess with it. I was going to say you can look at Votavary and then kill her if I need to actually put the Sentient in, but I was like, I'm pretty sure we're okay. And we are. Great. Let it ride. I just had to plan around this, right? And I think I did a good job, because his stealth is actually a big risk here. Intent on Death is just kind of free. We click these, for sure. I just draw cards at this point. I mean, the Bounty Stalker takes over the run. I just draw cards. Yeah, great job. I think we handled Arcus perfectly. I just make more Bounty Stalkers and we chill. Go right. Yeah, game is super easy. Arc of a Champion, incredible. I would love to multiply Sentience 0 damage by 50% addition. Amazing. Or I could take Infused Mallet, truly the legendary relic of our times. God, this is gross. Really rough. Infused Mallet can definitely betray me, but at least I think it's worth more than... Is it worth more than 25 gold? No, I'll take the 20... I'll take the friggin' Infused Mallet. Good grief. Spell Chain. Intent on Death, probably. It's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and dupe the Bounty Stalker right now. I should have looked at the Caverns first. It's okay. Never punished. We take Trap Shoot. Ignore... I mean, at this point, I already know I win, so it doesn't actually matter the order, but fine. Spikes 3, sure. We have it. Bounty Stalker changes this run in a big way. We'll Spell Chain the Intent on Death here. It seems good. Tenon Piercing. I mean... I'm already going to be over 200. It's fine. I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh, you didn't go to 225 or whatever. It's fine. We easy win this combat. I have 2 Bounty Stalkers that both completely explode with power. In fact, it's so strong I almost don't even want to play the Lady anymore, which is silly but true. That's funny. Alright, Bounty Stalker, let's go. Bounty Stalker, let's go. Amazing news. Reform Lady. Might as well. Pew pew pew. Floor is doing great. Amazing work. Play some Bounty Stalkers here, I guess. Sure, we play the Votavary middle and that clears that floor out, which is pretty nifty, I think. I don't need to play any of these cards. I think we just kind of cruise on this one. There's nothing this boss can do to me here, so... Go Intent on Death. Intent on Death. Seems good. And then we play Preserved Thorns for good measure. Give them the Restore upstairs. Just chilling. This whole floor goes nuts. Amazing. It's Monster Train. We're doing it. I'm buffing Sentient because I guess I can. I actually think playing the Lady there hurt my run. That's okay. All good to me. I'm clicking cards. In fact, I was going to drop the Lady, but that's wrong. Amazing. Now we just play the Bounty Stalkers upstairs to get them as much scaling as physically possible. Seems good to me. Draw 1,000,000 cards. Cool, Sentient does 50 damage. I'm doing what? This is like 1,800 damage in one round. It's actually funny. I think I need to play one of these guys on middle to guarantee I actually get the kill. Just kind of a funny thought to have. Cool. Yeah, fine. There we go. Plenty of damage done. And then we just go, one guy drops in. Ooh. If I drop the other guy in and then daze him, we get both kills. He dies to what? Spikes on Sentient? That's so sick. Don't mess with anything. I have the X. I can't believe it. How close is... It is the spikes on Sentient. What a good roll on math there. Amazing. These guys are both currently, yeah, 362 by 3. Alright, we just skipped stuff. Good job. I am going to click resin removal because I think that card is nuts. And we're just going to go right, and I'm going to make another copy, and none of it matters. Pyrostone housing is silly. I'm actually just... It's pointless, by the way. I already have 3 upgrades. I'm going to take Petrified Crucible because I do have Spike Sentient, which is awesome. And, yeah, I mean, we're winning the game. I essentially need nothing. Oh, I need nothing. I could remove everything else. We're so far ahead. Cool, that's Monster Train. Great, the video game. There's nothing Patient can do against this. I just elevator this over the course of the combat and he passes away. I'm just going to save my money. This is how disrespectful we are. We are this strong. This Train of Thought episode is out of control. Stronger than most of my train wrecks, in fact. Yeah, here you go, bud. I'm gonna play the draft bounties downstairs. I'm gonna trap shoot the boss off and then play Sentient up top. And that's the way I want to approach this. Yeah. Cool. Good job. Great work. Oh no, you might kill Sentient, I guess. Here's a 2,000 damage dealt to you, buddy. I mean, okay. It's definitely worth more score to just pre-relentless kill him here, right? True. So let's get a little scaling upstairs, because you might as well. Great, Monster Train. Great, it's Monster Train. 8-turn boss rush. Seems good. Alright, here you go. Here's the final boss of the video game. Will we win? Debatable. This run is nonsense. This run is Ultimate Bounty Stalker. I do not even need to play anything else. I don't need Sentient, is where I'm at. Although these guys downstairs are annoying. Here, I'm going to hit them. I'll play Sentient, sure. Go for bottom stairs. She can hang out down here and do her best. Yeah, this seems reasonable. 3,642 damage. Good. Good, good, good. That's Monster Train, yes. Amazing work. Sentient exists downstairs. Top floor is just like cool, wonderful video game. Sure. Just send it. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Great work. Alright, cool. That's the video game right there. Pew, 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 pew. First floor doesn't even make it to the top. 7-turn boss rush. Unreal. It's so strong. I didn't spend any of my 700 gold. I had such a long intro and I just kind of ignored Ring 8. That's how strong we are. And so when I did that whole like cave after the dupe, at that point I was phoning it in. We had the win so obviously. Ooh, what a nice score. 76k. It's actually not the highest I've ever gotten, but this is pretty darn good. Look at these guys. These guys are nuts. What is this? 400, like 1,200, 1,300 damage-ish actually each. Starting with Waxer Snuffer and seeing this, I just went silent when I saw the Bounty Stalk because I saw the pieces and I said to myself, well, that's the run, as long as I don't lose to something stupid. And really, you know, the crazy thing is how strong we are. This Arcus was so well played. This Arcus would have defeated us if I had just mindlessly played that. But because I knew what to do, it was just, all right, okay, the one Bounty Stalker just needs to have extra burnout. We have the tools for this. Make it happen. Play him upstairs. And then hang out. And that's it. And then we just won that combat, and the rest of the run went completely ballistic. Incredible. I could have farmed more score if I had opted to put, like, for instance, the Bounty Stalkers downstairs on ring 7. Could easily have gotten a 3-turn boss rush here for an extra, what is this, 2k? So it would have been another, I would have been at 78k having done that, true, but the scores on the Divinity and Patient are outrageous. We're so fast. Unbelievably. I probably could have gone even faster on Patient, if I'm being honest with you. I could have just completely pummeled him with damage. But really, this run was so off the rails once we had all that coming along. And to think, running around with exactly 1 hit point down at ring 2 and 3. That was this run, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Honestly, even though the lady didn't end up being my main line in any meaningful fashion, she ripped. She was a great solution that would have won me the run if I had not had such an excellent high roll show up. And you may ask, how does that look? It's as simple as I would have put a multi-strike in her, so she would have had 3 hits, and then I would have given her probably plus 10 or something, whatever. She gets the plus 25 from that event, so she completely goes off the radar. There's a Hallowed Halls I skipped because I had Endless on my Bounty Stalker. We take that Hallowed Halls, and then we start loading Hallowed Halls up instead of going all in on these Extinguish triggers. We then play 3 of them upstairs, doing essentially the same idea just with ladies. We reform a whole bunch, we buff them with the Wax and Spike, and the run blows up. But really, this very quickly from that ring 4 pivot was just, oh, this is Bounty Stalker's run, and we're just going to win that with that. And that's fine. Incredible. I mean, you've got Waxer Snuffer, Bounty Stalker. I've got everything I could possibly want. I have a good hold down the fort line. We could have gone an infinite on Votivary, but it would have taken an extra, I don't know, 30 minutes to get through. And and this was way more fun anyway, so whatever. But really cool. What an excellent run. Very good sentient clear, by the way. Bounty Stalker carrying us hard through it, so awesome. I have very little else to say other than to say Spike Sentient did great and Bounty Stalker wins runs. So amazing news. And I will let you go there. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Whew, take care, folks. What a run.